Welcome to another episode of Behind the Studs, your home improvement and remodeling podcast, where the two most entertaining guys discuss the do's and don'ts in home construction and in the remodeling industry. Remember that you can nail it, paint it, or just tune into the show. How about that? Here are your hosts, Colin Shaw and Jimmy Driscoll.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome to a new episode of Behind the Studs. Oh, hello, Jimmy.
And let's not forget about the man in the middle.
I know. We don't want to, rush into that, though. We got to build into that.
Oh, we're going to make it nice and juicy for him.
Absolutely. Yeah, we don't want to just, boom, that's it. And
why not?
The show's over then.
No, it's not.
No, it's not? All right, good. So we do have with us Damian Bullock with Dryer Vent Wizards. Is that correct?
That is true.
Welcome aboard, my friend.
Nice meeting you, Damian.
Yeah, glad you could finally make it in. We've been talking about you for a while.
I saw.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I saw Jimmy throw the foot across the floor. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, if you didn't make it this week, we were going to have a cardboard cutout of you right here, and I'm just going to make up stuff, and I'll make the mouth move and see how good Colin is at being a ventriloquist.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, it's great to have you here. We think we're going to learn a lot, and I think the homeowners are going to learn a lot too. This topic comes up quite often for us, very regularly, especially when we're doing, something in the laundry area or things like that have to do with dryers, and also probably ductwork for microwaves, things like that. So, I think this is going to be very educational for everyone.
I know you're going to call me out on a lot of this stuff because I'm reading the questionnaire and I'm like, oh my God, wrong for me, wrong. Can't believe my house is still standing.
So you might find out you know more than what you thought you know.
That's true. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, Damon, you also don't just do this. You're also a fireman.
I am.
That's awesome.
And in not Bridgeport, where?
In Bridgeport.
In Bridgeport.
Okay.
Wow. How long you been doing that?
8 years now.
Wow, good for you.
Yep.
So do you see a lot of fires from these dry vent things? Does it come up?
Yes, we see a lot of fires from, dryers and things of that nature, but a lot of times they go undisclosed. So a lot of times they don't determine that it was from the dryer itself. It will be an electrical issue or clogged vent, but there's other issues too. So I don't know if you ever saw a building or a room that's on fire, but everything's charred, so it's kind of hard to pinpoint.
Right.
Sure.
One specific thing, but
yeah,
they're starting now to really pinpoint them, and it's starting to come full circle where people could actually see that.
Good.
It is caused by dryer.
Yeah, absolutely. So how do you have time to do the dryer vent thing within your?
So essentially, my schedule firefighting is I work 24 hours and I have 72 hours off.
Oh wow. Okay.
So on my 3 days off, maybe 1 or 2 of those days I work. My brother will work.
Okay.
He helps out. Well, he's my business partner.
He's partners with you. Okay. Yep. And his name is?
Samuel.
Samuel.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
What is that?
I don't know. A little dingling thing going on here, but I think it's okay. We're good. I don't know if anybody else heard it. Maybe it's just us.
No, we are now a game show.
Yeah.
Said the magic word, get $50.
Said Sam's name and boom.
That's it. Sam, it's magic.
Right. Now tell us about your business. What is the business? The name, how it started, everything else.
Yeah. So essentially, it's Dryer Vent Wizard of New Haven County.
Okay.
Dryer Vent Wizard is a franchise.
Oh, okay.
So I'm a franchisee. Mm-hmm. There's 2 other franchisees in Connecticut.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
Okay.
One of them does Hartford County. The other one does Fairfield County.
Okay. So and then you do everything else?
I mean, we do New Haven County. We do some Middlesex County and some do London County.
Okay. And how long ago did you guys start it?
We started at the beginning of the year.
Oh, okay, great. So
wow.
It's just up and running now.
Yep.
Nice. Good
for
you,
bro. Yep. That's great.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so far, so good?
So far, so good.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to do washer and dryer repair.
Oh, okay.
Like 2003, I started.
All right.
I enjoyed the work, but it didn't pay much.
Right.
And I worked for a local company. It was a family-owned business that got bought out by a corporation. Which, it was okay.
Yep.
So at that point, I kind of got out, kind of just did like families and friends stuff, dryer vent related. And, now I'm back.
Now you're back.
Yeah.
All right.
I remember when I was running the B&B, and we had a washer that went out, and it was bought at Sears, and you could not find the repair guy.
Yeah.
And I finally made the determination that he was with Osama bin Laden in a cave. I swear to God. They just materialized to just show up. Freaking ridiculous.
But you know what was the thing with Sears, though? They always showed up with the wrong part. Every time. And they came out and they looked at it, and then they left, and they came back like a week later, and it was still the damn
The
wrong
rubber
part.
sleeve on the front loader was ripped. The water was leaking out. I told the lady, that's it. That's the problem. Here's the model. Get the guy. Put the piece in. No. Wingnut shows up and goes, yup, that's the problem. We're going to order the piece. It's going to be 300 days till you get it. You don't mind slapping? No, that's okay. I'll do laundry on a rock. It's fine. Oh, it pissed me off. And then he was gone. Couldn't find him. Couldn't find him. Didn't leave the phone number. Nothing.
There's no way he was coming back.
No.
He did. 300 days later, he came back.
With the wrong part, right?
B&B was sold by then.
Yeah. So what do you deal with on a regular basis? Is it mostly just dryer vents? Is that what you deal with? Or is there other things too? Or
So we do dryer vents. We do like the bathroom fans. We'll vent those out. Bird's nests, which deal with that a lot. Big problem.
Big problem.
Yeah.
We'll do roof jacks, which is a vent on the roof.
Yeah.
We'll do door reversals. I'm getting that a lot where people are like, hey, this thing
Switch it
doesn't
around.
fit right.
Yeah,
Can we
yeah.
switch the door around?
Yeah.
Sure. It's not that hard.
No.
Dryer boxes, because you get these laundry rooms that are kind of tight. So
Yeah.
dryer boxes that fit right in the stud.
Do you like
Yep.
those? Do you like those?
I think they're nice.
They work.
Yeah, they work.
Okay.
Yep, they work pretty well. And for someone that doesn't have a lot of space, the dryer box fits perfectly.
Right.
So that's alternative.
No, the dryer box. So if you don't have a lot of room behind the dryer, in that room, the dryer box sits in the wall.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right.
Yep. And then
Not
you can run
behind
the
it, but
vent.
between it. Okay.
Right. It'll run right in between. It fits right in between the two studs. You put it right in there and you cover it over it, and the pipe connects to that and goes right out wherever you're venting out to.
Okay. Nice.
Well, I was trying to make the comment. You see it sometimes where people can't run anything out and they've got a dryer box.
Yes.
Are those efficient?
No. One of the worst ones I've saw is they call it a cup of water. I'm sure there's an official name for it, but essentially it's like a cup of water, and the vent goes to that. So as the person dries their clothes, that fills up with water, and then you dump it out, and then you dry your clothes again.
Yeah.
But there are people that are still using those. Actually, we did a job where the lady was using one of those.
Ugh.
And they're not against the law?
That has got to be against the law.
You would think so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be some.
Where does the lint go?
Everything goes into this cup of water thing. And the lint, essentially, she's using the foil. So the lint is building up. And then this cup of water has like wet lint and just water in it.
Oh, she's got a problem coming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds of it for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into this vent thing. This is going to get juicy.
Yeah.
We're going to learn a lot, and I know I'm going to learn a lot, and I'm going to get slapped when this is over.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you want to know?
So basically, let's go for code right now. You can no longer, you have to use a hard pipe, from what I understand now. A hard pipe has to go from the dryer up, and it has to go out. It can't go up through the roof. Is that correct?
It can go through the roof.
It can. Okay.
Yes.
But
Is there a certain length, distance that it's allowed to?
So I'll start with the first question.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So when you're thinking of hard pipe, I always use the analogy for people. Think of your dryer. Everything inside your dryer, from the blower to the back of the dryer, is all hard pipe.
Okay.
Why? Because
Yep.
you can't see it.
Right.
So
right.
it's the same kind of concept. Code basically states once something goes through a wall, it could be a ceiling, it could be a floor. From that point on, it has to be hard pipe until it terminates. Meaning, wherever the dryer vent is terminating on the outside of the building.
Yep. Okay.
So, I mean, in that sense, you want hard pipe because it's going to be somewhere you're not going to think of it and you can't see it.
Right.
So you can run it through the wall, you can run it through the floor, you can run it through the ceiling. If you run it through the roof, you're talking a roof jack, you can still do that. A lot of places now are requiring it to be insulated if it enters an attic space.
Okay.
So a lot of times we do that.
Yeah.
And your other question was about sorry, I forgot what was the other question.
I have no idea. Dude,
Come on.
He doesn't remember
day.
anything.
I'm mesmerized
Yep.
by you. Now I'm gonna go back to the tape and figure out what it was.
So the question was, how far?
Okay,
of
so
a run can you
far.
do? Yeah.
So you see, and I'm starting to see more and more runs that are exceeding 30 feet.
Okay. Yep.
The code basically states if you have a line that exceeds 25 feet from that point on, or somewhere within that line, you have to put a booster fan. Essentially, a booster fan is just, it's helping to actually push the air out. 25 feet or longer, they recommend a booster fan. So for us at Dryer Vent Wizard, a lot of times what we say to people is booster fans are expensive. You have to maintain them.
Sure.
You need an electrician, all this other stuff. Why not just look for an alternative way to run your lineup?
Sure.
It may be shorter, and it probably is going to be more efficient because it's shorter.
You're right.
So we try to stay away from booster fans unless we have no alternative.
Okay. So now the accordion vent pipes that you can get at Lowe's, Home Depot, or anything else, those are not to be used anymore. Is that correct?
Yes.
Right.
So if you have a foil, I even see some of the vinyl ones.
Yep.
Essentially, it's a huge fire hazard.
Sure.
The foil ones are plastic sprayed in aluminum. So you're talking about fire hazards. I mean, just think of plastic.
Sure.
How it burns.
Yep.
Vinyl is kind of the same thing. You can't. I don't know if you can even buy vinyl anymore.
No, you
I
can't.
don't think so. Well, you shouldn't be able to anyways.
There's kind of like condos and like I went to a few. I won't say where.
Yep.
In Connecticut, like the whole condo, and it's a huge place. It's probably over 200 units.
Wow.
Most of them have vinyl.
Wow.
So I took
That's
pictures
scary.
one day and showed the guy. I said, it was somewhere else I had done a job. I said, look at the vinyl. I showed him the inside and I showed him the outside. I said, you can't clean it.
Right.
And most of them don't vent to the outside.
Ugh. Yeah, how often do you see that? Things going up into the attic, especially even with bathroom fans and stuff?
A lot.
Yeah,
A lot.
I know. They just leave it up there and they hope that, with the gable vents or the soffit vents or something, it's going to all get its way out of there. But so many times people end up with mold.
Right.
Okay, so I got to tell you, all right, I got to throw myself under the bus here.
Oh, boy.
Listen to this. So my dryer's not running efficiently anymore. And so Jane takes it upon herself to go buy a new dryer, where I says, why don't we just get a new heat lamp and it'll be fine? No, let's just buy a whole new one. It's not my money. Go ahead.
Yep, sure.
Well, guess what? I'm not getting the heat either. Because I have the aluminum accordion type, not the hard metal, but the aluminum braid and vinyl, right? And it goes down behind my dryer, and it loops up. It's got a gooseneck in it. I took that thing apart, and I was like, oh my God. If I had a straight shot, it would have been fine. The whole thing was covered in lint. The whole bottom was packed full.
Right.
Yeah.
Wet.
Yeah.
That's
And
nasty.
I'm like, wow. So I got rid of that. I made the straight line, and I go, and I know, Damian, I know. Before you even came on the show, I go, I have to change this to hard pipe and all the way across. It's in my suspended ceiling. So I can technically see it, but I know it's wrong.
Right.
Because when it just swoops, I got lint sitting there, lint sitting there. And lint is so highly flammable. So it's unbelievable.
Right.
It's like gasoline.
Right.
Right.
I had a call the other day where the lady had mentioned she had a technician out. She had him out a month ago, and the guy was telling her something's wrong with the dryer or whatever. He opens it up and tells her she has wet lint. So he tries to clean it out. She's like, I know he got some of it out, but there's a lot. He told me he couldn't get it. So basically I had to tear the entire system apart, the whole system. So right before I even get to tearing the system off, I pull the vent right off the back of the dryer. As I pull it, it just starts pouring water.
Ugh.
I have never. Wow.
Pouring water out the vent, pouring water out the dryer.
Wow.
Stop it.
And
oh my
thank God she was standing right there. And I'm like, ma'am, you might come. And she looked, she's like, oh my God. You like see her face. And I'm like, listen, there's a buildup in there. So I take the whole thing apart. And as I'm taking it apart, there's wetland and more and more.
All the way.
Yeah.
All the way. And then when we get to the part where it's through the wall, it's disconnected. On top of that. So now it's blowing into that space. And it's a whole thing. So I tell her, I said, listen, I could fix the dryer vent part of it, but you're still going to have a technician look at the dryer. Because if the water is in the tube, it might be in your motor. And one of the most expensive things in the dryer is the element and the motor. So
Sure.
And the board. So all three of those things might be shot right
on
now.
On that same note, I can't believe it. And I tell people this. For some stupid reason, they think, oh, if I don't see it, it doesn't matter. When they just blow it in the attic.
Sure.
And they got lint hanging from the rafters, hanging from the roof. And the whole place is just like snow. And it's been like that for years.
Sure.
Years.
Right.
Yeah. Just stay out of your attic. You don't have to worry about it.
Well, we had one of those the other day too. The guy he's selling the house, so he wants to get brought up the code, all this stuff.
Sure.
Because obviously people are concerned about that. So we looking, we open the wall, we looking, and there's vinyl. I was like, wait, this must go somewhere. So we go in the attic, and I'm like, where? So we move some of the insulation. It was under the insulation.
Really? Oh, so it's not even venting anywhere. It's just being stuck right there.
Right
Ugh.
there. Yeah.
Bad.
And,
Not good.
And something like that. I mean, a fire starts, like you said, and everything's they're like, what do you blame it on? You got to try to. You can't even find it because now that's the first thing that went up.
Right.
That's gone.
Right.
Right.
It's an accelerant, but it's vaporized and it's gone.
Right.
That is amazing. So it's good for me to know, and it's good for the people to hear the show. It's really, you need to get. It's like a 4-inch pipe. It's
Yes.
4-inch. Yep.
All the code compliant pipes are 4 inches. It should be vented to the exterior. Even your bathroom fans. If you have one in your laundry room, all of that stuff should be vented to the outside.
Sure.
Yeah.
Even you'll see that a lot of times. People will have their dryer vented, but they won't have the bathroom fan vented out too. So that's leaving mold and moisture inside your house. You don't want that either. So vent it all to the outside.
So I got to tell you what I did. I got a cottage up in New Hampshire, and I had an old propane blower. It would stand, it would blow hot air into the open space that I had. Well, I bought a stackable washer and dryer, and I brought it up to the cottage, and it's near the center of the room. But, because this is the question you were asking before, can I vent it through the roof? And you said yes. So I still have the galvanized pipe that comes down right into that area. So I could take the not the hard pipe, but it's the aluminum, it's the hard rigid stuff, the accordion stuff, not
semi-rigid.
The semi-rigid stuff, metal. And I connected it to the galvanized. And I'm like, yes, is that okay?
I mean, essentially, semi-rigid has a flame resistance, yes.
Yeah.
But you want, particularly if you're going to use something like that, you want 100% non-combustible, which is hard pipe.
Right. Okay. All right. This is temporary anyway. It's not. No, it really is.
Yeah.
I use it during the summer, and I shut it down, and I only use it when I use. I use it literally, if any, like maybe 12 times a year. You know what I'm saying? So it's not consistently running with a bunch of barefoot kids running through the house. It's just for like 2 people. We're going to do it once a week, and that's it.
Gotcha.
So, but all right, I'll change that. I'll probably be a good boy.
Good.
I got to make the room and change it.
We don't have to worry about you.
Don't worry about me.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. So that's cool.
Yep.
Now, how do you go about cleaning a vent? So what's the proper way? Now, and I've seen, in a lot of these box stores too, they sell these kits that people can use and they can do it themselves. And I've seen people, with vacuums trying to vacuum it out, from down below. So what's the proper way to clean out a vent?
The proper way, first of all, is to call the dryer vent wizard.
Absolutely.
We'll take care of it.
That's
problem.
a given. Yep.
So what we use is
before you start, do you actually wear that wizard shirt with the big sleeves and the hat when you come in?
Only like on Sunday.
Because I would hire you just for that.
Right. Just hire him to come over for lunch.
I am the dryer wizard. Shazam! Yeah.
So we use a series of rods.
Yeah, just ignore it.
Hey, he could ask whatever he wants to ask.
All right.
Fire away.
Yeah, all right.
I saw the other show, so I'm fully expecting.
You're ready. Yeah.
I'm not even drinking yet. Go ahead.
We use a series of rods. Has an impeller. It's almost like a wind tunnel, essentially.
Okay.
So we have these rods we connect to a drill, and it goes into the pipe. And what it does is, the beauty of having hard pipe is it won't break.
Right.
So if you have vinyl or if you have the other stuff, it's gonna
tear it up.
It's gonna tear it all apart.
Yep, which is good.
But it smacks everything in the pipe.
Okay.
So everything from if it's on the sides, wherever it is, it knocks everything loose. Then we use a HEPA vac, and we vacuum.
Okay.
So at the same time as we're smacking everything out, the HEPA vac is pulling everything out.
Okay. Now you're starting from outside then?
From the inside.
Oh, from the inside.
Yes.
Okay, and then you're HEPA vacuuming on the outside.
We HEPA vac from the inside too. So
from the inside. Okay.
Yeah, we have like a setup where it's a Y, and basically the Y is connected to the HEPA vac, and the rods go through the Y, so that there's no lint left in the person's house.
Okay.
We do an exterior cleaning, so we can do that too, and start from the outside.
Yep.
And all the way to the back of your dryer.
Yep.
we can do that. It's the same thing.
Yep.
But essentially now you may have some lint outside, because we'll catch everything and get everything up that we can. But if it's a windy day, it's not much we can do.
Sure.
With that.
Okay. All right.
But that helps a lot because it cleans everything. And a lot of times what I'll do is, if I can, I'll take pictures. I take tons of pictures to show the customer, like, hey, look, you can check it out.
Yep.
But they normally see it right away because their dryer is drying a lot better.
A lot faster.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
absolutely.
we run tests before and after.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, we run tests before and after, which people love because they can see it's a measurable thing. So
right.
They can see it was this and now it's that.
Okay.
So.
All right.
That's why you're the wizard.
Yeah.
And how often, do you need to get it cleaned out?
So that depends. I mean, if you're a mom with 4 kids and you're washing clothes every day, or if you're a single guy, or if it's 2 of you,
you never have to go out there if he's a single guy. He doesn't wash.
Yeah.
Once a year.
Once a year is fine.
Or once every lunar eclipse.
we normally recommend either a year or 2 years.
Okay. All right. That's not bad.
No. And in that way, I mean, and if I come out, I'm honest with people. If I come out and it doesn't need it, I'm going to tell you it doesn't need it.
Nice.
Because I don't want to come out here and take your money for nothing.
Right.
And I've done that to multiple people. Like, some of the people clean with blowers.
Okay.
And I had a customer call me and say, hey, well, this guy does it with blower, but he's not around anymore. Can you do it? No. I refuse because I don't want to put my name on that, and I can't guarantee that kind of work.
Good, yeah,
sure.
right, man.
Use a blower.
Good for you. Yep.
So, but that's just one of the ways that. And then if you use a blower, essentially the blower is going to get everything that's loose.
Okay.
But all the stuff that's around the pipe is not going to be. It's not going to come loose.
Okay, because it doesn't have that.
Right. Because you're not knocking it loose.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
So
right,
now
right. Okay.
I can't guarantee that. So,
Right.
No.
Right. Yeah, you want to make sure everything's out by the
Yeah.
time you leave, for sure. Yep. Yeah, that makes the most sense. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I got to get you over my head.
I'm listening to him. I'm like, yep, I guess next weekend I'm going to change all my pipe out.
Well, I got this issue going on where I've hard piped everything, but it goes from like my basement to my garage, then straight out the side there. But I can't get to all of the pipe connections to tape them or anything else, so it's just
Can't
keeps
tape
falling
them
apart.
anymore.
I don't know. Can you?
No, you can't tape them anymore.
You can. You have to use aluminum tape.
Right.
Yeah,
But
right.
I heard. No. Well, the code you're supposed to. You got to hex nut them.
Well, the problem with doing if you put nails in them or nuts is that's going to act as a barrier to trap lint.
You know what? I'm sorry. You're right. They eliminated the hex nut. You're right. You're supposed to aluminum tape it, no nut.
Yeah.
And I
Okay,
see that
I'm
all
right.
the time.
That's right, because they just had to do that with the cut. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You see it all
It's
the
been
time.
a long day.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know. I see it all the
No,
time
you're
where
good.
somebody just runs nuts all the way through them, all the way out, and then when you go to clean it, the brush is smacking against the nut, and you got to push past it, and it's they did them all the way down, and it sucks.
All right, aluminum tape. Okay, I
Yep.
got that. All right.
I still need you to come over. I'm not.
Let's have Jimmy do it.
Yeah. hey, don't worry about it. This is temporary.
Don't you worry about it. We gotta do something.
Yeah.
Yo, Tony, get me the blower, Tony.
I'll hook you up. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, why do
Yeah.
people? Now, this is another thing. I worked on a condo. Actually, it was a person that you and I know, and the guy was complaining. Shit wasn't drying, right? So, I went out, and I couldn't find outside where the vent was. And I think I found one, and there was a nest in it, and I cleaned it out. But I said, I got it. And then I find out, no, it's still clogged. And I'm like, I don't know where. The freaking thing goes into the floorboards and out and through the joists in the house. It's buried. You can't get to it. You can't get to it from the basement because it's another part of that. I'm like, so what do you do? What do you do? I mean, you know what to do. You got the machine, so you can rotor it out, get it all out.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm lost.
What are you gonna do? Yeah.
How far do your cables go? Can you go 30 feet, 20 feet?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's great to know because, I mean, they figured it out. Somebody went in there and figured it out, but there was no way I could snake it. You know?
Yeah.
It was a piss poor design. If you can't access it, you shouldn't have it.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you have to have some sort of access to it,
Right.
to clean it out. I mean, otherwise you're screwed.
Because if you had a kitty and it went down the hole, How are you going to get the kitty out of the hole? Call the wizard. Wear your sleeves, dude.
Yep. Something to add to your website.
Oh, of course.
You got a kitty in the dryer vent?
I got a kitty in there. Meow. Yeah. Yes, you do.
Yeah. But that does bring up an interesting question. What are some of the weird things that you found inside the dryer vent?
Besides water?
Besides water and a nest, is there anything like any other animals that get
I
in
haven't
there?
found any animals yet.
No? Okay.
But some of the other wizards have found all sorts of stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you get into bees sometimes. Get in there.
Yes, bees' nests.
Mm.
You can see that. This time it's the bird's nest. They're brutal, man.
Yeah.
The finches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The starling. Yeah, they're rolling in. Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah. Oh, what do you suggest then? What are the best louvers to have on the outside?
Yeah, that is a good
What do you
question.
think?
So essentially what we use and what we recommend, we have pest-proof ones, which are plastic. Most of the ones you buy at the store are plastic.
Yep.
We're kind of getting away from that.
Okay.
There are metal ones now that we actually
Really?
sell. And it's kind of like a doghouse, let's say. Like when the dryer comes on, the door opens.
Yep. Yep.
And then when it's off, it closes. And it has a magnet on the bottom.
Oh,
So
okay.
essentially, the magnet pulls the door back closed. So
Nice
it
to
serves-
keep things out, like
Yeah.
like birds and stuff
Yep.
too. Yep. Okay.
So it's like a
Birds
dual
and
purpose
bees.
kind of thing.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen some people have like that plastic cage that
Yeah.
that's over it. And
I
stuff
put that.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem with the plastic cage, the guy had one yesterday. I went to a job. Eventually, over time, that's going to accumulate with
Right.
lint.
I've seen that
does.
too. That's what's
Totally
my favorite
full
part.
of lint.
Yeah. Yeah. I love looking up there and
It's
seeing the whole
hanging.
thing.
It's hanging from the
Yeah.
cage.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Nice design.
Yeah.
Pink, red. Yeah, I've seen
Little
that.
tie dye thing going on.
Yeah.
There. It's beautiful.
I've got the plastic louver ones
Yep.
that just flap a little bit, and then when they get old, all of a sudden
break.
it's like a missing tooth.
Yep.
You got one missing,
Yep.
and that's when the birds and the pigs, everything is good. The
Oh,
whole
yeah.
family goes in there.
Oh yeah.
They're waiting for it, man.
I know.
Nasty.
Charlie can't wait. Hey, Charlie, it's broken. Let's Shawshank Redemption this one. We're in.
Now, people that want to do this on their own, what is some advice that you would give them?
If you want to do it on your own, just essentially make sure you use hard pipe.
Yep. And the stuff that you buy at the Home Depot or Lowe's is okay?
It's
or-
okay. I mean, it's a hard pipe. It's a flimsier one, but
Okay.
I mean, if that's what you're going to use, then
Yep.
at least you hard piped it.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
versus don't use the aluminum stuff or the foil stuff. Don't use
Right,
that.
right.
If you can't afford hard pipe, at least semi-rigid.
Okay. Yep.
Bare minimum, I would say.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you want to do that, use the aluminum tape. Don't put nails in there. And essentially just kind of know that you have to vent it to the outside. So have a plan and an idea of where you're going to kind of end up with this thing. And I mean, for me, you have to think about the whole process, right? Because
Right.
now it's not going to be just, well, I'm going to change it, but then you got to think about cleaning it and all this other stuff because we're all,
Right.
DIYers now. So
Well,
Yeah, well, some try to be. Yeah. We see that quite often.
the
Yeah.
worst thing I hate, and I always feel like I'm mentally challenged, is connecting that freaking pipe to the dryer.
I know.
Because you got to do the clamp, and then the clamp, or you get the plastic, but it's usually a metal clamp. And always, I got this on there now, nice and tight. It's
right
good.
off.
This ain't gonna move. All of a sudden, boom, shit. Start again. 15 minutes later,
Right.
cranking it back on.
Well, and especially now that it's hard pipe too, it's not as easy. I mean, when it was, the other stuff, you could just put it on and bring it all the way out and then slide all the
that
way
shit
back.
that
But not anymore
just
'cause you
tore.
don't have much room. To
Oh,
plug with
I'm
there.
twisting it on there, and I'm just watching it
Yeah.
rip and rip and rip, and I'm snipping the wire, rip,
I've been there
rip. I
too
started
so
off
many
with
times.
8 feet. I started with 8 feet of accordion pipe. I'm down to like 2 feet, and I'm into a 6-pack of beer now. I'm like,
Yeah.
I gotta get this thing on. Ain't working. That is the worst.
It
That
is.
is,
It is.
I hate that. And even the guys, when you get it from, if you buy your washer and dryer from Lowe's or Home Depot, they show up, the guys are just like, well, we really don't want to hook it up. Really, we don't. And they don't want to hook it up. They
No.
don't. I mean, they want us to get an electrician. They want us to, no. They just want to drop it off and go.
Right.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, I don't either.
one of the things we do that makes it simple for the customers, we do transition ducting. So essentially what we put is a elbow essentially that we use a lot of elbows, but essentially we take the elbow and place that on the back of the dryer.
Okay.
And then we place the pipe on the ridge side because the ridge is supposed to go towards the direction of airflow.
So
Yeah.
the ridge is basically the male,
Yes.
Correct.
So you'll have
you connect it to the female.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
So you'll have the ridges on one side, and it'll be smooth on the other
Yep.
side.
Mm-hmm.
The part that's smooth goes to the back of the dryer. The part that's ridge, you take that and you put your pipe or whatever on that. So essentially, what happens if you have to move it or pull it out or whatever, you just pull the pipe out.
Okay. So you just
So it makes-
disconnect it
just-
to build it.
And
Gotcha,
even if
gotcha,
somebody
gotcha.
just by accident just yanked the dryer,
Mm-hmm.
it'll disconnect.
Okay.
And it's a lot easier, and it's so more efficient to do it that way.
Okay. All right.
You'll be hearing from me, Damian.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. If he's in town doing your house, he's
Yeah.
coming to mine too. So.
Oh my God, this
Yeah.
is Jimmy on the phone. Don't take the call. Do not take the call. You'll be hearing me. Where's my wizard?
So I would imagine this varies obviously from project to project, but what's some of the costs that somebody can expect?
I mean, you're probably looking at anywhere from. I mean, we do exteriors cleanings. They normally go from $99 to $151.
Yep.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair. I mean, if we do interiors, probably $200 because of the HEPA vac and everything
Still
else.
fair. Yep.
So it depends on what we have to do. Now, do I have to tear down the whole thing and build a whole new pipe and the whole? I mean, then we're talking.
You're talking money now.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we do it by length. So if
Okay.
it's
All right.
20 feet, I mean, I got to build 20 feet of pipe and put it together. And
Yep.
so it varies based off of that stuff.
Okay. Now, when you go to do this, I would imagine sometimes you have to open up walls, or
Yes.
and then they need to bring in like a handyman or
Yes.
somebody else to come in and do the repairs.
Yes.
So-
Yeah.
Okay.
I let
All
the
right.
customer know that up front because I mean I can cut sheetrock and I'll try to cut it in a way in which it'll be easy for the person to put it back.
Thank you.
But I just don't want to be the guy to put it back. Because
I gotcha. Yep.
People can be very particular about how they want it done.
Yeah.
So I kind of stay out of that realm.
That's all right. Yeah, I mean, you do the important stuff with the vent pipes and everything else, and you let guys like us just come along and
There you go.
throw up some compound and sand it off and make it look pretty again.
I can sheetrock. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a home run.
there you go.
So now you got our phone numbers. Once you tear up a wall, you can call Colin or Jimmy.
Yeah.
We'll fix it.
There you go.
Give them a call.
And just please, when you do call, just go, Jimmy, it's the wizard.
That's a deal.
And you go right to the top of
Actually,
the list.
since it's your company, you are the grand wizard.
Sure.
Oh my God, dude,
He's
really,
Merlin.
You have to do that for either for Halloween or when you have like a meeting. You should dress up like a wizard and have everyone around you. I mean, and your staff should be one of those. I'm really reaching now.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
should have the staff with the ball on the end of
yeah,
your
yeah.
thing.
Uh,
Dude, you'd be famous.
he's available to handle all your marketing and stuff.
Oh,
so,
I will.
yeah,
I'm going to
just-
steal some of his ideas,
Oh,
man.
yeah, really?
Of course.
we haven't used one here. So.
Well, I hope so, because if anyone asks me, I got a problem with my drive, I can say, I know a wizard.
See?
And he is a wizard.
Yeah,
I can do
absolutely. So how do people find you?
So essentially, you can go on our website, newhavendryervent.com, or you can call we have a call center.
Oh, cool.
Telephone number is 203-623-5003.
Nice. Okay. And what's your backlog like right now? How far out are you?
Right now, we're probably a week out.
Okay.
That's
good.
people, things happen and shift around. So if you
Sure,
have,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
they'll book the most quickly available appointment.
Okay.
That's how they work there. So
That's great.
Wow, you're a
Perfect.
big operation now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So franchise has its benefits too.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. it
That's
does.
nice.
I mean, that was part of why we chose the business that we chose. Because I was in the background and the franchise does part of it. So if I'm on a job and someone calls, they could call the call center and they'll schedule it.
Right. That's nice.
So whether it's
Yeah.
same day or if it's booked for next week, whatever, I don't have to worry about it.
So like us, you don't have to go back to your office at the end of the day and return all these phone calls and
No,
stuff. Okay.
I don't.
That sounds nice.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah. Jimmy, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah. We're not wizards.
No, we're not wizards. we're not even. Well, yeah. Okay.
We're looking into a crystal ball.
Yeah.
When is it gonna end? When's it gonna end?
Magic 8-Ball.
There you go.
Let us know. All right. Well, hey, thanks a lot for coming in. We really appreciate it.
No problem.
Best of luck to you guys. To you and Sam. Love to have you back at some point too. Anytime you want to come in, just let
Thanks,
us know.
Damien.
All right.
Really.
Yeah, really
Thanks, guys.
appreciate it.
You were worth the wait. You really were.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Everybody join us next week. Who are we gonna get in, Jimmy?
I think we're gonna get Reba and Caitlin in on that big kitchen renovation that I did. These
cool.
They're a little nutty and a lot of really funny and very. And they're
wow,
really
you
grateful.
work with nutty people? Jeez.
Yeah.
That's got to be a hell of a show, huh?
I'm telling you.
That's where we should be recording.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's going to be a hell of a show next week.
All right, everybody, join us next week. Take care.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.